Hey all, here at OS Reviews, you're watching our video review of the OXA Juice Box. This is an external battery pack with a built-in LCD display that's backlit on the unit itself for you to display the percentage of juice left in the product itself, and this is a 10,000 milliamp hour external battery pack that works over a USB connection for larger tablets like the Apple iPad, Android devices, and also smartphones, iPhones, Windows devices, and all those products will work just fine. It actually supports 5 volts and 2 amps output, so it's again going to support even power-hungry products, and of course it's quite impressive in terms of the design with that built-in LCD display, and also has a built-in flashlight feature, which we'll see in a moment. First of all, I'd like to say that OXA has some pretty interesting packaging going on. Instead of wasting kind of the space of the packaging on creating the spec sheet for the product and saying what the product actually has in terms of specifications, it actually has a lot of advertisements going on that's pretty smart. For example, there's a smiley face on the top here that says, I'm happy to be a part of your life, which is kind of fun. And also it says that if you like us on Facebook, if you like OXA on Facebook, the company will extend your warranty on the product up to 18 months. So you actually get more warranty if you like the company on Facebook. That's something that's neat I wanted to point out. And on the back, it even shows that you can go to a QR code to learn more information, and you can even have a greater chance to win a free iPad if you register to download the manuals. Again, some pretty clever advertisements on the part of the company. And of course, there's more products you can check out from the manufacturer itself. So inside the packaging, we actually have access to the battery in addition to a few more surprises. So very interesting in terms of packaging. First of all, we have access to these ribbon cables, which contains connectors for you to charge your devices with. Of course, you can plug in your own cables to charge on the juice box itself, because it just operates via a standard USB port. But if you want, it also includes these in the package, which is pretty neat. One end is the standard USB 2.0 connection, and on the other side we have access to 3 built-in connection jacks. One of them is a micro USB cable, the standard one. One of it is the old-fashioned 30-pin dock connector for iPhone and iPads and iPods. And finally, there's even the newer lightning pin connector for the newer generation of iPhones and iPads. And these are all made out of a tangle resistant ribbon cable, which is again pretty portable, easy to carry around, and have a very good quality to them. So I was surprised that this was included free in the package. Taking a look at what other stuff is included in the box, there's actually a free case that's included that the manufacturer will not state is included in the packaging when you purchase this product online, but it's actually going to be there. If you open up inside, you're going to also find a cleaning cloth, which is pretty nice, and essentially it says that this is a free gift, please like us on Facebook again. So essentially the case and the cleaning cloth are both complimentary from the company itself. More information about OXA, more juice, more life is their logo. And of course we have access to a user's manual that's printed in full color, which is again pretty impressive. Finally, let's take a look at the actual design of the power bank. Now, the power bank itself actually is larger than expected to be, considering the actual packaging here was a bit smaller and the actual unit is actually a bit larger. But for a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, it's actually not bad at all. It's crafted out of this shiny piano black finish that does attract quite a bit of fingerprints, however, it does have a pretty sleek look. You can see how on the bottom we have access to a quite large flashlight, which we can actually turn on by pressing the power key on the top 2 times. And pressing that 2 times will illuminate the LED flashlight. It's quite bright, and it's a nice feature to have in addition to having a power bank. The right-hand side of the unit features 2 USB 2.0 connections for you to charge your device. One of them is actually the 5 volt 2 amp charger, and the other one is just a standard 5 volt 1 amp charger for charging smartphones. You also find access to the micro USB port for charging up the juice box itself after it runs out of power. The power on and off switch on the top is tactile, risen above the surface, and pretty easy to press. And pretty much that's it as far as controls are considered. It's pretty sleek, it's easy to carry around, and has a solid construction in terms of feeling in the hand. Pressing the power on and off switch just once will turn the product on and show you how much percentage the battery has left. In this case, before we have charged this product up, it has 83% of charge left, and you can see the device also displays which inputs you're using. If you're using the 2.1 amp output or the 1.2 amp output, it's going to display that when you have something plugged in, which is quite handy and easy to use. Performance of the OXA mobile power bank is also quite strong. You can see here how the LED light on the side for the actual screen is very, very bright, so it's even visible under brighter environments as well, which is certainly nice to see. And again, the backlight will actually flash off after you after you're not using it for a few seconds, so it saves the battery life of the product. The actual side LED light can be illuminated by pressing on the power on and off key 2 times, and again, the actual light itself is very bright, and you can see it quite clearly even in, again, brighter environments, which makes it pretty useful when you're trying to travel and you want to use it just to see, perhaps you're reading on a plane. It's a great light for doing that. You can also use it, of course, when you're entering your house at night. You can't see the keys, and it's an easy way for you to illuminate your subject. So it's bright, it's handy, and it's also a nice, a nice addition to the power pack itself. Again, using the product is quite simple. We simply tap twice to turn off the light. The product turns on again. We're just going to plug in an iPhone. It's going to plug it into the 1 amp port because it's not the iPad, so we can plug it into the right on the top over here. We simply plug it in, and the product starts flashing, and it says that we're on the output mode and we're starting to charge using the 1 amp output. And immediately we also see the same notification on our iPhone and the charging notification. So it works very, very well, and we found that we could easily charge our phone about 5-6 times before it ran out of juice, and we could fully charge an iPad about 1 to 1.5 times before we had to recharge the battery pack itself, which again took about 2.5 hours to fully complete. So pretty impressive specs overall, and the charging speeds are also quite reasonable, with an iPad charging in around 3 hours, and then also an iPhone charging in about 1 and 1.5 hours. So pretty fast in terms of performance as well. So in conclusion, the OXA mobile power bank definitely works as advertised. It combines a lot of different aspects. Now, one disappointing factor would be the glossy piano black finish, which isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. For me particularly, it's a huge fingerprint magnet, so unless you bring a cleaning cloth with you all the time, it's going to smudge quite a lot. That said, the company did a great job in terms of providing this product with a nice set of features. It performs as advertised, and overall, I think that most folks will be pleased with the overall performance of this particular mobile power bank. You can read our full review in our website. Thanks for watching this video review here at OS Reviews. This has been the OXA Mobile Power Bank.